everybody, and welcome to Season 2, Episode 22 of the Creatorcast. With us, we have the Astounding Spider-Man. Is it Spider-Man or Spidey?
Hi, Spider-Man.
Welcome.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Not bad, not bad. How's your day been going? You been up to much?
It's pretty good. So, you're in Australia, right? So it's like 11 for you.
Yeah, quarter past, but yeah.
Yeah, but it's AM, right?
Oh, yeah, it's mid-morning. I guess it's really late for you. I didn't really think about that.
Yeah, for me it's 7 p.m.
Oh, right. Wow.
So, yeah, my day's been going pretty good. How's your morning been?
Yeah, great. I finished off some of my brother's little suit. What else did I do? Worked on the pattern for my sonar.
Nice.
That's about it, really.
Oh yeah, that one looks really cool.
Yeah, I haven't showed anything off to everyone yet, but on the Instagram close friends, a couple of people have seen it.
Your mask looks like it has puff paint, right?
Yes, I did that with the version 3 of my suit. I actually love it. It adds so much.
It's so freaking clean. Wow. That actually looks amazing.
Thanks, man. I'll show you here. These are the little bottles that I used. They're little needle nose blue bottles.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I think they were like a 2-pack for, I think, $7 off eBay, something like that.
Oh wow. I might have to check that out because I've wanted to do puff paint, but it scares me, so.
Well, the only problem with them is because they're so small, they hurt your hands after a while. I want to put that applicator tip on a pastry bag.
Smart.
Because apparently the pastry bags are a lot easier. You don't get as many bubbles, and because it's softer, you don't have to squeeze as hard.
Yeah.
So I'm keen to use that on the next one.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't have as much like sucking in after each squirt.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I saw, I think, Sensational, he printed a little attachment so that he can put his glue nozzles onto his paint bottle.
Oh, that's really neat.
Yeah, just so it could get really small, which I wouldn't use that for my webs. I'd use that for maybe if you were doing like the Amazing Spider-Man 1 suit, the textures for that.
Oh.
But I think the webs need to be just a little bit thicker.
I will say, in my opinion, I've seen a lot of people, and a lot of my pretty good friends actually, have puff painted their TASM suits, and I'm like, if I did that, I would want to take like the smallest size you could get to do all those textures, because I think otherwise it would be so just impossible to move.
I saw somebody, they'd used a syringe.
I've seen that, and I think that's such a cool idea.
Oh, I cannot imagine how sore your thumb would be after. Ooh. Much respect, I couldn't do it.
Well, you probably need to take like a syringe tip.
Well, I think in the video that I saw, at least, he was using the full syringe with the plunger on the end.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, so... Phew.
That sounds horrible.
I couldn't... Yeah, your hands would be killing afterwards. I mean, it'd look great. You'd have so much precision.
Oh my gosh. I could... Oh my gosh, can you imagine that? And, like, that would be something interesting with, like, just a normal Spidey suit. But could you imagine that with the TASM suit? Like, the textures are everywhere.
Yeah, there's no... Like, I've thought about doing on one of my suits just, like, the blue sections. But it's so complicated on the Amazing Spider-Man 2 because there's hexagons with the shadows. And then there's buffers between webs and... it's just so much. And it's not even a loose web pattern.
Wait, on the TASM 1 or 2 suit?
1.
Okay. Sorry, you said 2 for a sec. I got confused.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
You're all good. But, yeah, that would be really cool because, I don't know, the TASM suit is just so incredible to me. That like it looks as good as it does.
I love that red that they use. The shiny, it's like a wine red. Oh, beautiful.
For the Tasm 1 suit?
The Tasm too.
Oh, yes.
That wine red. Perfect.
I really want to draw up a mix between the two of Tasm 1 and 2.
I was working on one of those
Really?
for a client, but he isn't replying at the moment.
That's cool.
So
But
we'll
that
see
is
what
not
happens
cool
with
that
it.
he's not responding, but
Yeah.
the idea is cool. What, which lenses
Well,
are you
I showed
using?
one of my buddies and he loved it. I got the lens. Who did I get them from? Was it Peter Tech Industries? I think I got them from him 2 years ago, more maybe.
Okay.
They're like a hybrid between the two of them.
Interesting.
So imagine the Amazing Spider-Man 1 shape, but the size of the Amazing Spider-Man 2.
That's how, see, okay. I like that because that's been my biggest issue with the Tasm 1 suit is that the mask, the eyes just look so small. Oh, that looks cool.
Yeah, so it's the shape of one, but with the eyes of two.
I like that. Oh, that looks great.
Well, I'm not sure. I originally had the Amazing Spider-Man 1 red texture, but I think I'm going to do the red sections from the Amazing Spider-Man 2 with the blue sections from 1 and the logos from 1.
I like that a bit more. Which,
Yeah, I love how the logos go right to the edge of the blue, of the red and blue.
you know what might make it like just wrap a little bit of like mixing them together? Do what if you didn't do the segmented though?
Well, it does have a belt.
No, I mean the spider.
So, oh yeah, I think I did. How do you say? I reduced the segmented parts. So like, I think there was one break on the legs, and I think maybe 2 or 3 on the body.
Yeah, I think so.
Whereas there was like 10 on the body and 10 on the legs. So I just reduced it to like marginally, like huge.
Awesome. Because yeah, I was thinking about that. I'm like, the that was always my biggest issue with the Tasm 1 suit was the fact that the logo was just so broken up. Sometimes you couldn't tell it was a spider.
Yeah, especially up close, the body gets kind of messy in there.
Yeah.
Whereas I like the Far From Home suit and the No Way Home suit, how it's got that white segment in between the head and the body.
Me too. The
Yeah, I really like. I put something like that on my logo.
the Far From Home, the No Way Home Far From Home redesign suit was my favorite.
Yeah, I do really like that one. I wish, instead of removing the black on the belt though, I wish that they just added the web cartridges back.
Yeah. I
Because
agree.
the web cartridges added that bit of red there and sort of simulated the web pattern.
It yeah, I don't know. Something about the gloves though for me was just really great on that one, and I think it helped.
Yeah, I do really like the finger. It almost looks like a Miles suit and a classic suit mixed together.
Absolutely, it looks like a It looks like if the Homecoming suit met the Ditko suit. I feel
Yeah,
like.
I can see that. I saw a recolor of it where the back logo was blue. That looked great.
That would look incredible.
Yeah. So everything else, everything else was the same. It just changed the color of the back logo to be blue.
Yeah, that is for sure one of the one of the movie cosplays I would love to do.
Oh, I would love to have all that stuff like 3D, but puff painting it would be a nightmare.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
All
Especially
those
with like
lines and the
the
crisscross.
yeah. Oh, that'd be such a mess.
I've seen some people do it and it looks really nice. So,
Have you seen Sir Goof's new suit?
I don't think I have actually.
He just made one recently. I think he just finished it up either today or a couple days ago. But it looks so good, and there are lines along the black sections. That's just insane. Like the detailing is so nice.
Oh, that does look really, really nice, doesn't it? I love his arms.
Yes.
On the sleeves of the suit.
Oh my gosh, yes. It looks so good.
That looks great.
Because like he did so well. He crafted that suit completely from scratch. It's
Oh, so much respect to the people who can do that. I'm not quite there yet, but I'm working on a custom pattern, so
I need to
hopefully that
figure
one
out
will throw.
my sewing machine first, and I need to get it fixed.
Yeah, the last time I used mine was a mess. I just kind of gave up halfway through.
That's totally fair because mine's also from like the 90s or something. It's an older machine. I'm not sure exactly when it's from.
True.
Because
Yeah, rough.
it doesn't work anymore. Like it messes up so regularly. And then the one I had before that was from like the 30s or something. It was
Oh
an
wow, that's
old
really old. Man, that's older than Spidey himself.
Well, I'm not sure. It might have been the 30s or the 50s. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, still though, that's getting up there.
Yeah, it was insane though. It was one of the ones that was like built into a table, and it was a Singer, but it was like
That's
all
cool.
metal, and it was, yeah,
That's really cool.
yeah.
That sounds awesome.
But do you have any suits that you'd like really love to do soon? That you would love to like make?
Well, I'm working on a couple at the minute. I started doing the symbiote suit, but I ran out of puff paint. I need to get more. I'm gonna puff paint like 90% of that thing.
From what?
The PS4 game. The PS5 game. Sorry.
Oh, I actually I brag about this on this cast quite a bit that I still don't know anything about that game.
Yes, I did hear that in one of the episodes.
That
I can't say anything.
I run a Spider-Man cosplay podcast, and I still don't know anything about that game.
That's crazy. I haven't watched that one yet. I've watched the first one as a movie, but I haven't watched the second one as a movie. The first one's really good, but I imagine number 2 would be just as good as a movie, so...
Absolutely. I'm really looking forward to it because I'm like, I need to get that. I need to get the system for it.
Yeah.
But it's $500.
It's expensive for sure. Yeah, exactly.
Although
I had to get one because my PS4, I can't remember what I was playing. I think I was playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and I walked into some tavern somewhere and the thing just shut down. So
did it die?
Well, I can use menus in that, but anything too hectic, it just turns off.
Damn.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like with Xbox how you've had like the red ring of death. It's kind of like that. It sort of seems like.
Yeah, similar. Yeah.
Damn, that sucks.
It is what it is.
I think here, I'm not sure about where you are, but at least here for a while, I think they were running a like this whole promotion where if you spent $300 and traded in your like PS4, you could get a PS5. That hold on a sec. That makes it sound like you have to buy other stuff. No, it's $300 for the PS5, plus your PS4 console. And I always thought that was really cool.
That's better. That's a lot better, but it's still not great, you know?
Yeah, no.
I mean, it is a good system. It's worth it, but I don't get enough time to play it then, so...
The only games I play are the Spidey games. So it's like... It's... Oh, I'm not sure how into this you are, but I really want to get Tears of the Kingdom, Legend of Zelda. It's been out for
I've
such a
wanted
long
to
time.
play that, but yeah. I haven't played any of the other Zeldas, but I've seen gameplay of that one, and it looks amazing. The art style alone is incredible.
You have to play Breath of the Wild first. That one's a peak game.
Well, I want to play both of them. They both look incredible.
And I will say, your edits and everything, and like the photos you've posted and everything, are really cool.
Thank you so much, man. I've spent so long trying to get those good, and I'm getting better, but I still can't quite figure out how to match the lighting.
That's fair. I think that's...
Yeah.
I'll show you the one image that I've done after this, and you can judge that.
Yeah, for sure.
But I like specifically the one of you
I
like
do,
climbing up the building. I love that.
Oh yeah, I'm really proud of that one. I need to focus. That one specifically, I worked on using like a really high resolution. I think the quality of it's something like 6K.
Damn.
Like, Instagram compresses it to a degree, but you can always tell when it's high quality or not before you've posted it. So
Yeah.
I do need to start focusing on that.
And especially if you like were to put it into a video and everything, like I saw you did with like how you put it together and everything. I think that works.
Yeah, the time lapse.
Yeah.
I do want to do more of those.
You really should. You're good at them.
Thanks, man.
What shell do you use?
It's custom, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I make them out of cardboard.
What?
Yeah. I have one just over here that I'm working on at the minute.
That's cardboard?
Yeah, so it's got some resin and some wall filler and stuff on it, but if you look on the inside, I don't know if you'll be able to see that.
Whoa.
Hold on, let me get the torch in here. You'll be able to see all the cardboard corrugations.
Dude, what? That's impressive.
It's hard to show this with the camera upside down.
Dude.
But yeah, you wrap your head in Glad wrap and then cover it in duct tape sort of thing. You cut all that off and draw a bunch of lines where you want to make the panels, cut it out, transfer it to cardboard, and get together pretty much.
Dude, that's insane. Mad respect.
I'm doing mid frames with this one, which I haven't done before.
How the heck do you do lenses and everything with that?
Lenses are mostly filler. Like, it's a thin bit of board. I have a scrap here. Just like cereal box cardboard.
That's neat.
And then I'll build the shape up out of clay and then smooth it with like drywall filler and stuff.
Wow. That's cool. That's really cool. I can't believe that's cardboard. Like, it's actually so perfectly put together.
They take so much longer to do it this way. Depending, because I've seen some people just print their shells, give it a light sand, and then they'll use it. Or some people will like take the time to paint it and they'll put padding and everything in it. So depending on the level of finish you want, it's going to take roughly the same amount of time.
Yeah.
But it's also a custom fit. Like,
and it's like
this one,
custom.
the eyes touch on my cheeks and on my eyebrow ridge. Like, it fits my face so perfect. It fits like a mask.
That's interesting. See,
so there's basically no wiggle room, but is my head shape just smoothed out.
Yeah. And it's whereas, like, here, one sec. So, like, these, which I get from Zach or Sensational,
Yep.
I don't actually buy them from him, but I got the files from him. You just scale to a certain size, and then that's, like, your
Yep.
size. But yours is, like, fully fits.
This one from Peter Tech Industries, the height fits perfectly, but there's a gap around the sides that I never liked.
Yeah, for me, this one's actually too small for me, so this is a bad example. But, this one, like, I honestly don't know what I was going to say, so my bad.
Yeah, I think if you make like a generic shell, the problem with it is it's not going to fit everyone's head perfectly.
Yeah, and that, that's going to happen. But I think, like, the fact that you got it so smooth is impressive.
This one is not smooth. The mask does a lot of the work for this one.
Really?
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of little divots. So if you look here, see all those little bumps and grooves?
Yeah.
The one that I'm wearing is worse than this is currently, and this one's not finished.
Do you want a slight suggestion as a shell crafter?
Yes, please.
All right. So wait, what did you say you put on top of that shell? What did you say you used for it? Wall filler and what?
Sometimes clay, if it's like a really small detailed bit. Like sometimes I'll use clay for the nose just so I can get it perfectly symmetrical.
Yeah, I like that. One thing I would suggest is to if you have, like, just go to your local, like, store or something, see if they have Flex Seal or like a spray on rubber or something. That's what I put on all of these, and it helps the mask, like, actually grip to the face shell and not just slide around a ton.
Yeah, all my masks are a bit slippery. It's really hard to align them.
Yeah, that'll help tons.
Yeah. I have ordered some of the stuff, the reflective mirror tint. I have ordered like I forget how much I ordered. It was a little bit though. It was like maybe this much, like A4 sheet, give or take.
That's insane. I have some in my Amazon cart, but I have to actually buy it, which is the issue.
Well, I was looking for some for ages because it's really hard to find some for a good price.
Absolutely. Like, I found a
Like for
what I found was more similar to what Pizza uses, because it was like an actual reflective motorcycle helmet cover. That's what Pizza uses.
You see, I might have to give that a go.
Absolutely, and it helps because it's already
How much is one of
curved.
them?
What was the question?
I'd have to get. How much is one of them?
The one I'm looking at is like $20 or something.
American?
Yes. So, I'm not sure what that would be
true.
in Australia.
35, give or take,
Yeah,
depending.
but it's honestly, I haven't tried it out yet, just simply because I need to actually get commission for it before I buy it. Because
Yeah.
I'm not particularly interested in reflective lenses, but if somebody is, I'll buy it.
Yeah, no, I'm keen to give it a go.
Speaking of, here's my
Something different.
shameless plug for all viewers. That happens at least once an episode. My commissions are open. Buy them.
Yes, buy the commissions.
Are you doing anything like that, or
Very important.
doing anything on Instagram?
I did open commissions for a little bit there, but not many people were interested, I guess. But if people are, hit me up.
What were they?
I was doing basically anything. If people wanted web shooters, logos.
That's cool.
I was thinking about face shells, but I don't know if my way of building them would work for other people.
See, here's the thing. If you didn't live in Australia, I would probably want to buy one from you just to see, like, how it is. Like, and I make them.
Yeah.
Because yours is such an alternative method, but based on what you just showed me, it looks so good. Also,
Yeah, it takes a lot of time, but I do like the custom shape.
here's one thing I will say: if you do go for if you do get that Flex Seal and everything, you don't have to make it as smooth, because the Flex Seal leaves like a leather sort of texture on it, so it doesn't have to be like super smooth. That was my mistake with my previous ones, is I made them super smooth, and then the texturing kind of just ruined it. Like, the smoothness didn't actually matter.
Yeah.
So, just something to consider.
I saw somebody else. I can't remember who though. Was it Sean's Crafts maybe? I don't know. I saw somebody else using it.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. But alright, yeah, we're getting close to the end. So I did want to ask you one question that I forgot to ask other people who have been on.
Flew past.
Wait, what?
That flew past.
No, I want to ask. You
Yes.
you've been a viewer of the Creatorcast before coming on.
Yeah.
And so, what has been something that like you've seen while watching that you have now felt this experience of like being on here and everything has been different? I can rephrase if I need to, because I said that really badly.
No, I think I understand. I don't know. I really like your vibe. Sometimes in the Creatorcast, the guests talk like for ages, and you don't get like enough spotlight yourself. But your vibe's really nice. I enjoy your company.
Thank you. No, that's intentional, because I cut out a lot of my parts because, people see me every episode. So,
I suppose.
But yeah, and then so yeah, we are almost out of time. So I want to ask you a few just like getting your thoughts on quick questions. All right. All right. Who is your favorite Spider-Man?
I think Andrew.
Andrew, nice. All right. What about your favorite?
If we're going for live action, then Andrew.
No, that was just live action. I should have specified. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right. Now, what's your favorite cartoon, TV show, movie, whatever? Not comics, though.
I got a weird pull. This one. Spider-Man, the new animated series.
Dude, TNAS is what everybody just loves.
Yeah, well, I love it for the different ending. It's the only ending that we've got so far that ends on a sad note for Spidey. He gives it up. It's something different.
I know, it's always like he wants to give up and then decides not to, but no, this is like, he's just done.
Exactly. I think the closest one you could get to is The Amazing Spider-Man 2, where he gives up for a bit there, but even the very end, he comes back to fight Rhino.
Yeah. See, okay.
Whereas this one, the last shot, he's like, nope. Something different. Good.
Absolutely, because here's one thing that really bothers me, though, is that, the deleted scene with his dad at the end of TASM 2? I really wish that was left in, because I feel like that explains a lot of him, like, coming back to being Spider-Man.
Yeah, not wrong, and it pays off everything that was at the start, both of the movies and all the parent stuff, so I would have liked to have seen it left in.
Fair.
I would have been really keen for The Amazing Spider-Man 3 to see him use the train as his, like, spider base. That would have been cool as.
That would have been cool. Dude, could you imagine if Andrew Garfield had a superior arc?
Who would take, because they didn't set Doc up in that, so, or you could change it so that Norman gets his body.
That would be cool.
it up because remember they had it so that only Peter's bloodline could be Spider-Man. So instead of Norman trying to use the spiders, he does the superior arc and takes over Peter's body.
That would be neat.
That would be sick as for number 3, but well, we'll never get it.
All right, final 2 questions for you. Astounding. Sorry. What do you think will happen to the character of Spider-Man 2099 when the year 2099 rolls around?
I think some of the other guests have said it where they'll change it to 3099.
Yeah.
But there's also like part of me thinks that they'll do a is it an incursion? What they did with Miles?
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, where they'll just bring him in and have him like another Spider-Man running around.
Ugh, I hope
And maybe
not.
like Peter will be classic, Miles will be like self-expression, and his whole thing will be just tech.
Yeah. I kind of
Like
hope
he'll
not.
want the most advanced everything.
Just because, like, Miguel, and there are already so many spider people in one universe.
Yeah.
And they just moved Gwen in there too, so like...
I suppose that, well, they need to give something a break. Like, Peter needs a break, man.
Absolutely.
They need to give him a family, and they need to kill him off for a bit, and then bring him back. It'll be a big thing to bring him back. Like, let him stay dead for 20 years.
Dude, I haven't thought about this, but what if they don't kill him off? What if he just stops being Spider-Man? Like, that's something we've had very rarely besides TNAS, is that what if he gets his family back, he gets to just be with them and just stops being Spider-Man?
Yeah, well, there's enough other people. You got Miles 2099, Gwen, Silk. Like, there's enough other people doing it. You may as well.
That would be awesome.
Have him almost the Uncle Ben character to everyone else, where they come to him for advice.
Dude, that would be amazing.
That would be really cool.
All right. And astounding with our final question, what is your favorite restaurant?
There's one that I don't know if you guys even have it in the US. It's Lazy Mo's.
Lazy Mo's, okay.
Yeah.
What kind of food is it?
They do a bit of everything, but it's fish and chips, Italian, everything.
Ooh, that's cool.
Everything you can think of, but they do really big portions, like huge.
Really?
Great food. It's really good. If you want something over there, though, that you guys would probably have, snack food is Subway. I always get Subway.
Awesome. Well, Astounding, thank you very much for coming on. This was a really fun episode. Yeah. Do you have anything you would like to plug before we end the episode?
Could I just give credits for my suit?
To what? Yeah, absolutely.
So the pattern was made by Gunhead Design. He's done like the patterns for everything. I did the logos and the shoes. The muscle suit was by Elfet, and it was printed by Print Costume.
Awesome. All right, well...
Thank you very much.
Astounding, thank you very much for coming on. I hope you enjoyed this episode.
It was great. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. All right, everybody, thank you very much for watching. This episode, the cosplay of the week for this episode, is by Cavan Creations, and he made the symbiote from Web of Shadows that has the moving lenses, and it's incredible.
Those eyes are incredible.
I've never seen a symbiote with moving lenses before, and it turned out so good.
Not just that, but how he put the fabric over the shutters.
Dude, exactly. And I've wondered, like, I don't know, there's something about, like, all of the shutters and everything that actually move and everything. I feel like they're very bulky and, like, they're very deep, if that makes sense. But his just looks so smooth, and it just looks amazing.
Yeah, I remember seeing the one where he got, like, 6 layers or whatever, and it's only a couple of mil thick. Like, incredible.
Yeah. All right. But that's it, everybody. Have a very good day, and tune in next week for another episode of the Creatorcast. Bye, y'all.